Hey, Stacy here with you today, and we're going to be doing a quick little video review on the Hips Archery Target. This particular target is the Muley target, which is you can actually shoot both field points and broadheads at it. This actually is the most popular model from what I understand from Hips. They do make a target that's slightly smaller, the whitetail that I have seen at stores like Academy and stuff like that. But this one's the Muley, gives you a couple extra inches in height and a couple extra inches in depth. This particular target you can shoot up to 65 pounds of draw weight on it. Their targets, they do have several others, the big game, the herd bull, and the grizzly, which kind of, each one of those step up in size, as well as once you get up to that herd bull and that grizzly, you're going to have with the herd bull a 70-pound max draw weight at it and a 75 at the grizzly. And that grizzly will also stop crossbow bolts. So you can shoot a crossbow at that grizzly target. Starting out, I went the cheap route, I'll admit. Bought a cheap target, bag target from Cabela's. It only lasted maybe like 5-6 months, and I'm burying arrows up to the fletchings and even past the fletchings in it. I try and shoot at least a couple times a week. If not, during the season, I'm out here trying to shoot at least a dozen arrows a day. So I need something that's going to stand up. And the problem that I ran into with that bag target is you can't shoot broadheads at it. So I had to go back and get a secondary target for shooting broadheads at. And even that one, it just won't stand up. And I don't shoot a very high poundage bow. At that particular time, I was shooting a Bear Cruiser. It's somewhere between 50 and 60 pounds. I wasn't quite sure on what I had that one set at, to be honest with you, as far as poundage wise, but 26-inch draw. So I'm not shooting 70, 80 pounds and shooting over 300 foot per second. That it's going to be incredibly hard for one of these targets to stand up, or you would think so, but apparently no. I've had several people talk about these Hips targets, and I got one. I actually went with the whitetail at first, and it was just, this target is just awesome. Not only are these targets made right here in the U.S., right here in Texas, they're also stop field points and broadheads both. So there's no need to have multiple targets. With this one, the good thing about these targets, one of the big selling points is the fact that they have 6 different shootable sides, different targets on each side to kind of give you a little bit of a challenge, change it up each time that you're out here shooting. We'll give you a look at the different sides here. You got a little tuning side right there. 2 sides here. You saw the side earlier with the Muley and the little target areas on there. You've got this side as well. It's got several different targets on it. You've got a long range target, and my favorite part of the target is down here on what I guess would be the quote-unquote bottom of the target, which is just kind of like a little checkerboard thing. You could play tic-tac-toe, make an H, make a T, make an I, make an X, just switch it up. Have fun shooting, switch it up. It also lets you kind of spread out your arrows a little bit so you don't end up, Robin Hooding or slapping arrows. And, while we all know it's cool to do that, and it was cool the first time I did it, but, now I'm down 2 arrows. And it gets a little expensive after a while, so it's kind of nice to be able to kind of switch things up just a little bit, and when you're shooting. So today we're gonna send 4 arrows down here. I've got 2 field point 100 grain field point arrows, and then I've got 2 100 grain muzzy fixed blade broadheads. We're going to be sitting down here, piloted by the Black Eagle Zombie Slayer. Those are going to be a 350 spine. Got those blazers on the back end of them. piloting those things down to the target. You can also check out my custom fletching job there. I love to fletch my own arrows, and you can see as I get a little excited about things being here in Texas. I do live here in Texas. I am a Longhorn fan, so please excuse my enthusiasm there for that. The bow we're going to be shooting them out of today is the 2016 Bear Threat. It's actually a new bow from Bear this year. I've had it a couple months. We got the Cypher 5 sight, Limb Saver LS Hunter Light Stabilizer. It's got the wide limbs on it. Really nice bow. If you're interested in checking that out, go to beararchery.com. You can check that out as well. And then we've got the steady form hooked up to the bow. I've been shooting that for several months now, and just awesome. Just awesome. But we're here to learn about a target and not about my bow, so let's get this started. Again, we're going to be shooting at 20 yards. We've got 2 field points and 2 broadheads, and let's see what this target can do. All right, back here with you. We had the first 2 arrows here are going to be your broadheads, or sorry, your field points. Your broadheads are going to be these ones in the orange. As you can see, it stops them. I mean, almost identical. You know, the broadheads don't go any deeper than really the field points do. Stops them all the same. But look at this. No pass-throughs on this target. I mean, this thing just, it stops these arrows just right there. I can't say enough about the stopping power of this target. I've broke it in a little bit. I mean, I've probably put, I always try and switch up, shoot all, at least 5 of the sides. I usually leave the long-range target for when I'm doing long-range stuff, which I haven't actually got out to do much of here lately. but try and switch it up. So I mean, I've shot, you know, maybe 150 arrows into this target, so it's not incredibly brand new, but it's not incredibly old yet either. So I mean, the stopping power is awesome. One of the other nice selling points about these is the fact that there's not a whole lot that is needed to get these arrows out. Those are your field points, and see, your broadheads are just, I mean, they're just pulling right on out of there with not a whole lot of effort. Pull those broadheads out. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a great target that's going to last you a while, it's going to fit both purposes for both shooting field points and broadheads, that I would highly suggest the Hips Archery Target. I have not found a target on the market yet that stops, is durable and dependable like these Hips Archery Targets are. So go ahead and check them out. Like I said, you can find them. I've seen the whitetail target at Academy, which is going to be the smaller target, the one that's a little bit smaller than this. They do sell them at Cabela's. Does sell them. They're not in stores. You have to purchase them online. So you can get them there, or you can also go to hipsarcherytargets.com. Check out their website. It has a whole list of all their different targets that they offer in their lineup. Gives you a little bit of info additionally beyond these targets. Putting them head to head against block targets and stuff like that. And those block targets, they shred a lot. And especially when you start hitting them with these broadheads and stuff. I mean, they just shred like crazy. And these, I mean, there's no shred to it. No shred to it at all. Just stopping power of an arrow. So, again, this is the Hips Archer. This is the Muley target. Again, 6 different shootable sides. Stop up to 65-pound draw weight bow on this one. So, I highly suggest it. Again, check them out. You'll be, it's well worth your money and your investment to spend, just a little bit more, get you a target that's going to last a while, especially if you shoot like me. I hope you like this video. Check out some of my other video reviews here on my YouTube channel. And until next time, we'll catch you out there.